Hello everybody, 96,000 euros. Is Land Rover Defender really serious about picking a fight with the Mercedes G-Wagon? At this point, guys, I have a feeling that's the direction the Land Rover Defender is heading, because there was a time the Mercedes G-Wagon started off as an off-roader and then it emerged into being an ultra-luxury vehicle meant to pick a fight with the likes of the Bentley Bentayga and the Rolls-Royce Cullinan and obviously the Range Rover. This, on the other hand, this was a true off-roader, but then for a couple of years it was dormant. Nobody heard about the Defender ever again since the early 2010s when Land Rover basically discontinued the Defender. But now they revived the Defender model again. But guys, there is a catch, and I'm going to show you all in a moment what those catches are. Those wheels. Those wheels. The wheels I would least expect to be seeing on a Land Rover Defender. This over here is fake. But for some reason the driver's side vent has a purpose. Land Rover, what exactly is going on? I have absolutely no idea what is the point of having this effect on the bonnet, guys. I mean, it makes sense that it used to exist on the original Defender, where there was an option to have this metallic effect onto the bonnet side. So here was the bonnet of the original Defender, and here was this metallic effect on the bodywork. So in terms of identity, I see what Land Rover has tried, but no. Studying the Land Rover Defender 5-door from this angle, it very much reminds me of the Land Rover Discovery 4. The Land Rover Discovery 4, the 4th generation, dominated the Belgian roads. They were so popular, desirable, and it was a very popular choice as a company vehicle as well. But when the 5th generation Land Rover Discovery was released, it was all round-edged, it got rid of its boxy image, and this was something I think not many people liked, and this is why they kind of vanished now. Nobody talks about the Land Rover Discovery anymore. The Discovery has kind of vanished. But it feels like the design of the Discovery lives on, because there's an option of an alloy you can choose, and it very much reminds me of what I saw in the Land Rover Discovery. Then looking at the Land Rover Defender from this angle, if you look at the C-pillar, the C-pillar maintains the body paint. This could be a reference to the Land Rover Discovery and the Land Rover Freelander, and also today known as the Land Rover Discovery Sport. What they have in common is that they all have a painted C pillar, whereas all the other pillars are in black. Now, if you were expecting value for money, forget it, guys. This is not a 7-seater, although I believe it should have been. Let's see what's under this nice floor. First of all, you get this nice durable plastic floor here, guys, and you get additional storage space and a repair kit underneath, guys. Easy to close. Oh, and by the way, you get nice tether points as well. So when it comes to moving houses, this can be like a van. When it comes to technology, this Land Rover Defender has a lot in common with the Range Rover, in the sense both these cars have suspension adjustments. You can adjust the rear suspension from here, the buttons right here, guys. So up, down. Another thing to remark is the boot lip, guys. So for instance, this is your boot lip. It's plastic, it is durable, there's no question over there. But the body paint, the bumper, it sticks out very proudly, guys. In long terms, you have to be very careful not to scratch it or make contact with it with your luggage or heavy goods, because it just sticks out so proudly, guys. It's well built, it's solid, it doesn't budge, which is good, but don't take that fact for granted. Quality of this pocket, it doesn't even budge. This is really good. Like it. Plastic, durable. So when folding down the back seat, it's not very convenient, because if you fold it down like this, those headrests will make contact with the driver's seat and the middle seat, guys. That's it. Well, that's right. There is a middle seat apparently in the middle, good for a child seat actually, but we'll cover that later. First, check this out. This is what happens. So basically, I have to fold down the headrests by pushing this button like this. Okay, got it. And now we can fold it down, and you get a... Wait, what's going on over here? Oh, wow. Okay, guys, just when I thought you could get a flat floor, you don't get a flat floor, unfortunately. You get a 360-degree parking camera and parking sensors at the front and at the rear. All 4 doors get keyless entry, everyone. And you do get blind spot monitoring, guys. Yes, I could not forget about the interior. It's time to check out the interior of the Land Rover Defender, the part which I was very much looking forward to, the 5-door version, guys. Now, the interior is very similar to what I saw in a van, especially something big like a Mercedes Sprinter or a Fiat Ducato. And I say this in the context of the space you get. Like, basically, this is a 3-seater. You can even sit in the middle. Let's see what it's like. Although, it's gonna be a bit... Oh dear, looks like whoever sits in the middle, their left leg can push the accelerator for the driver. Be very careful. Otherwise, I think it's probably good for kids. Oh, wait, or maybe just put it like this. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go straight back to the driver's seat because this is an awkward position. And besides, speaking of the middle, you can actually fold this down apparently. Just have to figure it out. Okay, so there's a strap right here. You fold this down and there you go. You get 2 cup holders that are fixed in size. They're not really adjustable. And you get USB points over there, 12-volt sockets, and that's about it. No center console storage anywhere, guys. Yeah, this is pretty alarming. When I put this down here, it's good. I can lean my arm here, but it just feels somewhat awkward, guys. It's hard plastic. Also, when pulling this back up, be very careful with your knuckles because they can make contact with this hard plastic right here. I did this a few times and it hurts a bit, so I have to do it a bit slow. So, or maybe just pull it from the side like this. Okay, job done. Convenience, guys, convenience. Come on, Land Rover, what have you done with the Defender? They're mostly physical buttons, especially buttons for your climate controls. Great. And then I see a little button right here for your media controls, guys, your infotainment system. Speaking of infotainment system, of all the Range Rover and Land Rover models, this has to be the smallest screen I've ever seen, guys. And for 96,000 euros, I would expect something a bit more detailed. Even the Ford Ranger, which costs almost half the price of this Land Rover Defender, gives you a colossal tablet. Come on, Land Rover Defender, what gives? The rest of the interior has a bit of a Defender or an off-road interior theme to it, which is good, guys. Hard plastic everywhere. Although I can see from the driver's seat something is not aligned in that corner over there, and it's making me a bit uncomfortable. Let me see about it. Oh dear, the plastic budges. Okay, that's already one thing. When it comes to seating adjustment, the seating adjustment is electric for the driver's seat as far as I'm aware. And also you get steering adjustment, which is manually done, which is good, guys. You can move it up, down, in and out. I noticed a little problem. The steering wheel is a little bit too big. And I also noticed this same problem in the Range Rover itself. The Range Rover is my favorite Range Rover, but it has just one problem, if I'm honest. The steering wheel size. It's a bit too big, guys. So that's why I hold it from this position. But even holding it on this position, it just feels a bit too big. There's something about the interior where it just feels a bit too big. It's almost unwieldy. So if you want to, you know, fit in properly, maybe it's the seating adjustment that should help. Anyways, start so button is right there, guys. And for the rest of the interior, you get some storage space right here. And you get this door handle right here. Now, the door handle kind of reminds me of the same position I saw in the Land Rover Discovery 4. So this is quite nice, guys. Speaking of charging ports, you get 2 charging ports right here and a USB point right here as well. Glove box had better be good. Never mind. It's average. Or, I don't know. I mean, just put some things here and about. Put something here, put something there. That should be fine, shouldn't it? Just when you thought you could drive your Land Rover Defender with sunglasses on, you just have to wonder, where do you put your sunglasses when the day is not sunny? Apparently, you have to improvise because there's no sunglasses holder. When it comes to the door of the Land Rover Defender, we can see that Land Rover has tried to maintain a bit of retro styling. So we see the exposed metal over here, and then we see a strong off-road stereotype. So those bolts right here exposed and the hard plastic right here. Now, before checking out the rear seat, I just want to point out a little problem, guys. The handle is all the way here. It's almost at the middle of the door, and the edge of the door is it's like it sticks out very proudly, so there's a chance you have to always back away each time I open the door, so it's always close to hitting my chest. So it's like almost as if I basically have to open it like this and then I can walk in. But then this means my sleeve will always make contact with the bodywork, and imagine what happens when the bodywork is covered in mud or dust. Now here comes the big difference between the 5-door and the 3-door Land Rover Defender. The 5-door gets this whole space right here. Well, I don't even need to point it out, it's obvious. But what I do need to point out is my leg room, knee room, and my headroom. So we're going to talk about it right now. First thing is that the door is solid. This handle right here is nice to pull, guys. And also, if you want to help yourselves in, there's a handle right here, just like in the original Land Rover Defender. And there's a nice handle right here with a coat hook up there. Now, feet room. Okay, there's a nice elevation at the edge of my feet. So, you know, it's good. It's nice to lean onto. I get the feeling that my feet room is a little bit on the limited side for a full-sized SUV of this size and segment, and price as well, guys. The feet room is good, but I cannot stretch my legs. If you want to stretch your legs, it's not going to be very comfortable, guys. And then when it comes to knee room is plentiful. And my headroom, well, there's no question. My headroom is perfect, guys. I mean, it was expected. Let's talk about the armrest, though. Just a normal armrest, nothing special, guys. So 96,000 euros. I'm trying to understand where is the 96,000 euros, guys. You get the additional visibility, just like in the original Land Rover Defender, but I feel like those additional visibilities are only there for the sake of it. They're not really there for... I'm trying to understand something here, guys. I like the fact that you get those 12-volt sockets and the USB points there, and also the additional air vents right there. There's no climate control or anything for the rear seats, guys. So here's my conclusion of the Land Rover Defender 5-door, everyone. I have to say that for a price of 96,000 euros, it is very debatable if it's great value for money or not, and it all entirely depends on the options you choose. If I had the choice, I'd get rid of those wheels, because those wheels they just don't pair well with this Land Rover Defender, if you know what I'm saying, because I explored the interior, and the interior reeks of off-road culture, guys, which is good. It's got this off-road identity to it. I know what the Land Rover was trying with the Defender. I know what Land Rover was trying with the Defender, guys. I can see it. I can feel it, guys. It's got this strong Defender identity, and then along with some Discovery identity in it. But the way they've gone out about it is it's conflicting. Practicality solutions were quite alarming, guys. No central console storage, very small door bins. If you're looking for practicality, this is probably not the SUV for you. But if you're looking for promising off-road capability, this is one of the most promising competitor you can choose, but you have to be very careful with what tire you choose and what wheel you choose. My humble opinion of this Land Rover Defender 5-door, I love this Land Rover Defender 5-door. This Land Rover Defender 5-door has to be one of the most interesting SUVs currently available, because it's a true off-roader, and also it has its potentials, and it does have a reputation and a history. In fact, it's become so inspiring that other car competitors have drawn inspiration from the Land Rover Defender. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos that are on the run. I will see you all next time.